Welcome to the Explainer. Have you ever had that feeling, that nagging sense that your resume just isn't doing your skills justice? Well, today we're going to break down a really fascinating pitch from a service called Visual CVs that says it can solve that exact problem. Let's dig in and see how they build their case.
So, they kick things off with this really critical question. I mean, think about it. You know you're talented, right? But what if all that talent is getting totally lost in translation? What if it never even makes it to the person who needs to see it?
And right here, this is the heart of the problem they're pointing out. It's not about being skilled. A lot of people are. It's all about how you present those skills. And that gap between what you can actually do and what your resume says you can do, well, that gap can be massive.
All right, Section 1, the talent paradox. The subtitle says it all. The problem most professionals don't realize. They've even got a name for it, and it's this really frustrating idea that your career might be stuck not because you're not good enough, but simply because you're not showing it the right way.
And they get really specific about what's going on. We're talking about all the classic struggles, right? CVs with these outdated, clunky designs, the ones that get instantly tossed out by those automated ATS filters. Or, the ones just filled with such generic stuff that they completely blend into the background. It's a whole mess of problems.
And the results of all that? Well, it's pretty brutal. You're getting fewer callbacks. You're missing out on amazing opportunities. Your whole career path just slows right down. And their point is so powerful. It's not you that's failing. It's the one piece of paper that's supposed to be fighting for you.
Okay, next up, the 8-second gauntlet. The gap between your talent and how it is shown. This is where things get really intense. They call it a gauntlet for a reason, because, as they argue, your entire career fate can be decided in a ridiculously short amount of time.
Get this, 6 to 8 seconds. No, seriously, that's it. That one single number is pretty much the foundation of their whole argument. It's the only time you have to grab a recruiter's attention and convince them you're worth another look. Talk about a high-pressure first impression, right? Everything comes down to that snap judgment.
So this slide just lays it all out, plain and simple. On one side, you've got everything a CV needs to do. Tell your story, show your strengths, stand out, pass those darn computer scans. But then look at the other side. They're saying most CVs fail at 4 out of these 6 things. That's a huge disconnect. No wonder it feels so tough.
All right, so now we're bridging the talent gap. And the slide says, this is where Visual CVs becomes important. So yeah, after laying out this pretty bleak picture of the problem, this is the pivot. This is where they finally introduce their solution to fix all this.
And here's the big reveal. They define their service as one that transforms ordinary CVs into high-impact personal branding documents. And you gotta pay attention to that wording. It's super intentional. They're not just writing your resume. No, they're turning it into a marketing tool for you. Okay, so let's get into the expert-driven method. How the gap is solved. This is the how they do it part. And it's all about building your trust, right? They're going to break down their process step by step to show you they actually know what they're doing.
So their process has 4 main parts. First, they bring in expert insights from HR and recruiters, so insider info. Then, they do strategic writing that's actually designed to beat the computer filters. After that, they add this premium, slick design, and finally, they wrap it all up with a personalized touch to really sculpt your unique story. It's the whole package.
And I love this quote. We know exactly what recruiters look for and what they reject. That is such a bold statement, isn't it? It's them basically saying, hey, we've got the secret playbook. We know the cheat codes.
And to prove they're not just talk, they drop this massive number on you. Over 10,000 CVs crafted. That is some serious social proof right there. It tells you they've done this a lot, across all kinds of industries, and for people all over the world. And this is a classic, really smart move in any pitch. They reframe what you're actually buying. You're not just buying a CV. Nope. You're investing in a powerful first impression. See what they did there? It's not a cost. It's an investment in your career. Which brings us to the payoff, your new first impression, the result. So we've heard the how. Now, let's see the what. This is all about the after picture. What do you actually get out of this?
And check this out. Every single one of these positive outcomes directly fixes a problem they mentioned at the start. Remember the fewer callbacks? Well, now you get more interview calls. Remember the inconsistent story? Now you have a CV and LinkedIn that work together. It just ties everything up perfectly. You even get a profile you're proud to share, which is a big deal. Okay, final section. Taking the next step. how to move forward. Because a good pitch can't just leave you hanging, right? It's got to give you a clear call to action. And that's exactly what this section does. It tells you what to do next if you're on board. And they make it super, super easy. No confusion. You've got 2 clear paths. You can call and talk to an expert, or you can just head to the website and place an order. Simple, no friction.
And they leave us with this one last question to chew on. Is your first impression being left to chance? It's a really powerful thought, isn't it? It's designed to make you stop and think about your own career. Are you being strategic? Or are you just kind of crossing your fingers and hoping it all works out?